Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We're diving deep into the world of the NFL today, but not in the way you might think. We're talking about the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and some of the iconic stadiums that might never get to host it. Now we all know the Super Bowl is a spectacle, a massive event that requires a certain level of infrastructure, weatherproofing, and well, let's face it, glitz and glamour. So today we're breaking down 5 legendary stadiums that, despite their history and the passion of their fans, face some serious hurdles in ever landing the big game. Let's get to it. First up, we're heading to Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the frozen tundra Lambeau Field. Now, I don't have to tell you, this place is hallowed ground, steeped in history, and the Packers fans, some of the most dedicated in the league. But when it comes to hosting a Super Bowl, well, there are a couple of elephants in the room and they're wearing cheese heads. First off, the weather in Green Bay in February, let's just say it's not exactly balmy. We're talking sub-zero temperatures, blizzards, the works. Not exactly ideal for a week-long celebration. And then there's the issue of logistics. Green Bay is a relatively small market, and hosting a Super Bowl requires a massive amount of infrastructure, from hotels and transportation to restaurants and entertainment venues. It's a tall order for a city of Green Bay's size. Next up, we're heading to the Windy City, Chicago, home of the Bears and Soldier Field. Now, Soldier Field is a classic, no doubt, but it's also one of the oldest stadiums in the league, and it shows. The seating capacity is significantly smaller than most modern stadiums, and the facilities themselves are, well, let's just say they've seen better days. Don't get me wrong, the atmosphere at Soldier Field is electric, but for an event like the Super Bowl, which demands state-of-the-art everything, it falls a bit short. Alright, let's head to Foxborough, Massachusetts, home of the Patriots and Gillette Stadium. Now, Gillette is a modern marvel, no doubt, but it faces its own set of challenges when it comes to hosting the big game. First off, there's the location. Foxborough is a bit off the beaten path, and the infrastructure surrounding the stadium isn't really equipped to handle the massive influx of people that comes with a Super Bowl. And then there's the weather. New England winters can be brutal, and the last thing the NFL wants is a Super Bowl snowed out or even worse, played in a blizzard. Next, we're heading to the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, home of the Broncos and Paycor Field at Mile High. Now, as the name suggests, altitude plays a major factor here. Playing at a mile above sea level is no joke, and it can take a serious toll on players who aren't used to it. The NFL wants its championship game to be, well, a championship game, not a battle against the elements. And then there's the unpredictable weather. Denver can get hit with everything from snowstorms to sunshine in the span of a few hours, and that kind of uncertainty is a logistical nightmare for an event as massive as the Super Bowl. Finally, we're heading to Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Bengals and Paycor Stadium. Now, Paycor Stadium is a great venue, but it lacks one crucial element for hosting a Super Bowl: a dome. Cincinnati winters can be unpredictable, and the NFL wants to ensure its championship game is played in optimal conditions. And then there's the issue of accommodations. Cincinnati, while a great city, doesn't have the same hotel capacity as some of the larger markets, which can be a problem when you're trying to house hundreds of thousands of fans, media, and sponsors. In summary, we've explored the unique challenges faced by 5 iconic NFL stadiums that are unlikely to host a Super Bowl. Each venue, from Lambeau Field to Paycor Stadium, carries a rich history and passionate fan base, yet they encounter significant obstacles that hinder their candidacy for this prestigious event. Lambeau Field grapples with harsh winter weather and logistical issues due to its small market size. Soldier Field's seating capacity and outdated facilities pose challenges, while Gillette Stadium's location and infrastructure limitations complicate hosting a large-scale event. Paycor Field's high altitude and unpredictable weather further diminish its chances, and Paycor Stadium's lack of a dome and limited accommodations create logistical hurdles. These factors highlight the importance of tradition in football, reminding us that while these stadiums may not host the Super Bowl, they remain vital to the sport's legacy and culture. As we reflect on the significance of these venues, we encourage you to engage with our content further. If you enjoyed this discussion, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and explore more of our content. Your support helps us continue to celebrate the rich traditions of the NFL and the iconic stadiums that have shaped the game we love. Thank you for joining us on this journey through football history.